Hi everyone, Coach Sullivan here with MJS Coaching Football. My background is my 38th year coaching football. I've either been a defensive, offensive, or special teams coordinator, as well as a head coach at both the collegiate and high school levels. In this presentation, I'm going to talk to you about one of our field boundary concept pressures. This one is a field pressure, so that's why it begins with the letter F. We call Florida. And in this demonstration today, I'm going to teach you our two wide receiver rule as to who's available to blitz. So anytime there are two wide receivers in a field blitz concept, this person executes the blitz. And Florida is from our go family. Okay, so our field boundary concepts, we have a go, we have a combo, we have a dog, and we have a plug. Okay, those are our four base families, and every other family comes from one of those four. Okay. So we're not teaching our kids any new blitzes for this, but what we are teaching them is the following. So up here in the top right corner, as it just emphasizes, Florida F is a field. Okay. So for starters, we're teaching them the ball will be on the hash. I will never call this when the ball is not on the hash mark. When I say on the hash, I mean it's got to be within a yard or two. So it's very obvious. Okay. You have a big field and you have a boundary short field. That's why we do it that way. I mean, I know there are other programs that do similar things and they still execute when the ball's in the middle, but not me. I'm kind of a tangible landmark guy. So the landmark for us is the hash. Okay. And so then what you need to do is you got to teach your kids, make sure they clearly understand what's meant by two wide receivers. Okay. So before I talk about who is going to execute the blitz every time there is two wide receivers, okay, this is what you would consider the base of the formation or the box, okay? Minimum tackle to tackle, and then if you add a tight end to it, that's part of the box, okay? So anytime you have eligible receivers who are not connected to the box, okay, that's how we define a wide receiver. And we go even a step further in that if they are, and don't make it so hard that the kids have to overthink it, but if they are 5 yards or wider, we use that as a benchmark because otherwise it becomes a bunch formation, which is a whole different animal, okay? So 5 yards from the tackle box or wider, it designates a wide receiver for us. Okay, if it's not how you do it, you whatever parameters you set, go with it. Okay, my way is not the only way. So for us, the rule is very simple. The guy available to blitz versus two wide receivers is the outside linebacker. Boom, done. That's the rule. So again, when I signal balls on the hash, point to the sky, the kids know right now, ringo, ringo, ringo. And now they're just waiting on which of field blitz is it. It's Florida, go. Okay, so they already know it's Ringo, Roger. They know that. The offense lines up. They see two wide receivers. The dime is now screaming Daytona, which he's telling everybody else on defense, I'm blitzing. That's the name for the dime. We use cities and states to designate the defender. So in the case of the dime, it's Daytona. Versus a 10, which would be Detroit, four wide receivers. This could be the Rover over here, or would be the Rover, excuse me, and his name is Reno. Okay, so Daytona, D dime, Reno, R Rover. Okay. And so, if you want to know more about Trio, you got to go to my Zone Blitz coverage playlist. So I'm not going to talk about that. But the guy who's available, because we can cover everybody up, is the outside linebacker. So that's why he's in red, and the defensive end who's involved on the call side is in green. And so the cross splits, again, see my zone read RPO playlist. This is in there, dime cross, rover cross. So I'm not going to belabor the blitz itself. They execute the cross, okay? And so he's aiming right off the butt. He's coming in hard. He's reading backs inside. He's bending for dive, right? Again, put it in rhymes. Backs inside, you bend for dive. Backs inside, you bend for dive. back is 2, you have the cue. So that means in any way, shape, or form, if the running back is executing as the pitchback, flaring because it's a pass, shooting by you because it's a pass, back to you in any way, go to the cue. You got the cue. Back to you, you got the cue. Back inside, bend to dive. Tweak the word so it rhymes. Okay. And the defensive end, flash B, loop to C. Flash B, loop to C. Okay. And we tell him to be patient. Okay. It should time up that he crosses first and he's off the butt of the outside linebacker. But if he's a little itchy and he gets there first, it's not going to change the assignments. Okay. So what will happen is when the back's inside, he's going to loop, but then he's going to throttle down because he's an outside quarterback defender. Okay. Because then he'll be an inside quarterback defender. Okay. I don't have it written, but in an offset here, he's going to automatically be static, which makes him read the mesh. So again, see other playlists, zone read, RPO to be precise. Okay. So again, balls on the hash, a field blitz is coming from the big field. The kids know it by me signaling to the sky. Okay. So they know it's a Ringo right now. Now they're just waiting on which blitz is it. Okay, it's Florida. So now we know that's the cross blitz. And then they wait for the offense. So based upon the number of wide receivers, that tells us which of our guys is executing the blitz. Okay. So again, when there are 2 wide receivers on a field blitz, it's the outside linebacker who will always, without fail, execute the blitz. And to cover it up, we will always, without fail, execute trio. Okay? If it's a red zone goal line situation, everything will remain the same rules wise. We might tweak the coverage a little bit, okay, but not a lot, as you'll see, but that's another playlist. As always, please, any questions, reach out to me at coachmjsullivan@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.